Greetings, ethicists. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. As you should know if you read your emails, I've shifted the ethics course over to Canvas. I've done this because Canvas allows me to do certain things, such as give quizzes and keep in manageable order any written work you might send me. Teaching online is a new experience for me, and I imagine that studying online is a new experience for many of you. No doubt we'll run into occasional problems, but I'm sure we'll be able to manage. I'm planning to keep things pretty simple. I've created a module for each remaining week of the semester. Each module contains the material that you need to read, watch or listen to for that week. Starting in week 10, I'll begin giving quizzes and other assignments. The topic for week 9 is affirmative action. This relates quite nicely to the questions about justice that we were discussing before spring. If you remember, Sandel explains in chapter 6 of Justice how John Rawls criticises the idea that justice is a matter of giving people what they deserve. His basic argument is that most factors that decide how people do in life are beyond their control. The debate about affirmative action is also to a large extent about what people deserve. Sandel talks about the case of Cheryl Hopwood. She was denied admission to the University of Texas Law School, even though she seemed to be better qualified than some minority candidates who were admitted. Both in the book and in his lecture, Sandel discusses three arguments in support of affirmative action. The first argument is that things like standardized tests may not reflect a person's true potential. A privileged person who attended elite schools may score a few points higher than a person who has had to overcome all sorts of disadvantages. But it's the second person who may actually have the greater motivation and potential. Affirmative action is a way of correcting for this. The second argument is that affirmative action offers a way of compensating people for past injustices, such as slavery, denial of rights and opportunities, and neglect by government. The third argument is that affirmative action is a way of promoting diversity in the student body, and more broadly among the professionals and leaders who are drawn from those who graduate from college. Of course, there are plausible objections to all these arguments. Sandel discusses some of these in the book, and some of them are raised by students at his lecture. I'm not going to go into these here, but you should study them carefully, and be prepared for a quiz on this module soon. Keep well, and keep safe.